Humanism is a psychological perspective that emphasizes the study of a whole person. Humanistic psychologists believe that individuals are not solely products of their environments and that individuals make their own conscious decisions for themselves. Humanists believe in the idea that each person has their own hidden potential and are driven to reach that potential.
What is humanistic psychology? A psychological perspective that emphasizes the study of the whole person, focused on each individual's potential, and stress the importance of growth and self-actualization. People are innately good and that mental and social problems result from deviations from the natural tendency. What is humanistic psychology? It emerged during the 1950s as a reaction to the psychoanalysis and behaviorism, which dominated psychology at the time. In 1961, they officially established the American Association for Humanistic Psychology. In 1962, Abraham Maslow published Toward a Psychology of Being, in which he described humanistic psychology as the third force in psychology.
Carl Rogers is best known for his non-directive approach to treatment called client-centered therapy. He is known as a co-founder of Humanistic Psychology with Rollo May. After his experience with child guidance, his work led him to seek better ways of understanding and helping his clients through their difficulties and suffering. Rollo May was a co-founder of the humanistic movement. He was an outspoken critic of his contemporaries and was largely responsible for integrating the humanistic traditions. He emphasized the central role of freedom of choice and responsibility in human existence and proposed that the authentic self was only experienced when we assert ourselves. Abraham Maslow believed that people were full of positive potential, thus he created the hierarchy of needs. This is recognized as the humanistic psychological model. Maslow was also known as a co-founder of the humanistic movement. Also, he was primarily a theoretician and researcher in the New Movement. Other important figures include James Magento, who was important in his humanistic approach to psychotherapy. Another major contributor to humanistic psychology was Fritz Perls, founder of Gestalt therapy, which is a method of humanistic psychology. Lastly, Erich Fromm proposed the idea of social character as a meditating process by which the individual is unconsciously molded by the social and economic order. As for experiments in humanistic psychology, there aren't many examples of scientific experiments on humanistic theories. Only qualitative experiments have been conducted, such as unstructured interview and observation. Humanistic psychologists also analyze items such as diaries, letters, and biographies of self-actualized clients. The way to really understand other people is to sit down and talk with them, share their experiences, and be open to their feelings. Some key terms include self-actualization. This is the top of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It is the motivation to fulfill one's potential. Another one of humanistic psychology's famous terms is unconditional positive regard. This is an attitude of total acceptance toward another person. Another key term that is important to the study of humanistic psychology is self-concept, which is all our thoughts and feelings about ourselves in answer to the question, who am I? In addition, the hierarchy of needs, which is this pyramid, is a theory in psychology proposed by Abraham Maslow in his 1943 paper, A Theory of Human Motivation. Maslow extended the idea to include his observations of human innate curiosity. Jobs in humanistic psychology include school counselors who help students harness and grasp their possible potential and who try to help individual students in many juvenile problems. Also, rehabilitation counselors deal with drug abuse, illness, and or injury situations where humanism is used to help the patient. These counselors use humanism in order to help the patient grow. Other jobs include athletic counselors. Athletes often follow the theory of humanistic psychology, typically through therapists and coaches, putting emphasis on potential. Athletic counselors push for the athletes to reach their full potential to improve athletic performance. One of the most common jobs in humanistic psychology is, well, humanistic psychologists. Oh, you guessed it. Well, they are people who help harness the potential within an individual so that they may reach self actualization. There are three different types of humanistic therapies. First, Gestalt therapy is a type of therapy linked to the type of humanistic psychology, and it focuses on the whole of an individual's experience, including their thoughts, feelings, and actions. Gaining self awareness in the here and now is a key aspect of Gestalt therapy. Two other humanistic therapies include client centered therapy and insight therapies. Client centered therapy focuses on a positive environment where patients can reestablish their true identity, where insight therapies aim to improve psychological fundraising by increasing the client's awareness of underlying motives and defenses. How does this relate to us? Well, with a greater understanding of how people see the world, we can understand the people and the world around us. Also, we will be able to understand what it means to be a humanist-based job, and we will have greater insight into what these people actually do. With greater understanding comes knowledge, and knowledge is power.